Dude, I feel like such an old man right now. It's like at like 8 o'clock. I was like, dude, like what happened, Chris? Like I don't know. Just between work and traveling, I got back from Pennsylvania this weekend, and oh yeah, no, it's like 8 hours. It's like half the trip up to Chicago, and man, yeah. So that's actually just random factoid you gents are unaware of. So the Eastern Standard Time Zone time change is literally like one county over from me. So like if I go like west, like not even half an hour, I change time zones. Yeah, it's way less cool, but yeah. That is.
Dude, George, you're muted. Dude, that's what Matt said. You're
Uh-oh.
muted. I hear you, but I don't know if they hear you.
Ooh, I see
Yeah,
it.
I can.
And this might be the whole reason why I'm here. It's just so I could tell you that you were muted.
Hello. Do you people hear me now? I hope you do. I should be wide and clear now. I hit buttons that I probably shouldn't have hit. Did I give?
Dude, you sound the same to me, bro.
I hit such
Yeah.
a. I did such a clear. I had such a clear, concise intro.
Matt says he's got you.
All right. You know what we're gonna do? Bam.
Oh no!
Bwah, 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 bwah.
And we're back. What's up, everybody? Back again. Warp Charge Gaming. I'm George, and this is James. That's Chris, and we were just talking amongst ourselves a little bit. Thank you, Matt, so much for the heads up that you couldn't hear us. Well, you can hear us now, and this is episode 79, where we talk. They just saw the cat image with the muted audio. It's pretty good. This is episode 79. We talk about tabletop wargaming every week. And for those that are fresh to the channel, we started out with Warhammer 40K years ago as we started the channel. We've regressed into several different gaming systems at this point now. From going from Warhammer to, we started out with Shadespire, was the first game we busted into, which is pretty much a dead game to me anyways.
It's dead to me.
It really makes me unhappy. Apparently, there's a couple schools of thought on whether it was the right choice. You know, GW made it so that the initial set that was released that I collected all of is now obsolete. So like you can still use the models, but all the cards that came from the first edition are no longer able to be used, and you basically have to continue to pay to play. And in order to be functional in that game on a competitive level, you have to buy everything of every new edition. So great job, GW. Way to get people's
That sounds
money.
like 40K, bro.
I ain't gonna be a sucker no more. Is that what you said 40K is like?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's 40K on the competitive level.
It is, and I think that's something we've been talking about as we continue to grow into other games. All the other games that I've played have been GW. Went from we did Shadespire, did some Age of Sigmar Champions, which unfortunately just nobody plays around here. Age of Sigmar definitely stole my heart, and I love that game. It's excellent. And Kill Team and Warcry, all great games, but all GW. I think Kill Team and Warcry a little bit. They both are a little bit nicer on Games Workshop as far as on a consumer level. They're not just kind of bending us over the barrel and taking what they want kind of thing. That you can use models that you already owned.
Barrels.
Applied to the game. But ever since getting into Infinity by Corvus Belli, I've really learned how there is a whole nother way of treating your consumers and caring about the integrity of your game and not making it a pay-to-play system. I think you can really relate to it. It's very easy for those that have only played 40K. If you just think of like the games that are on your phone, like your tablet and iOS games. Every time you get into like those free-to-play games that like looks really good graphically, you're like, oh, this game looks sweet, but it's free, so I'm suspicious. And oftentimes these free games have a very much of a pay-to-play structure, right? And they'll do the whole thing where like, to grow your base or whatever, it takes X amount of time, and if you want to expedite that
Time accelerators.
yeah, there's like, and you'll quickly, like, I won't even play those games anymore. The moment I recognize that they are that type of functionality, and that especially whenever it's like, there's a new, there's like an Astro Wars game out that looks super dope, but all the comments or reviews are related to like there's all these the people with money, they buy these epic bases and they just wreck on noobs who can't ever grow to a certain level of competitiveness unless they spend money. And reality, to me, that's not a good game,
Oh man. So I was actually talking with a coworker, and I've got a few people I know that are super into the pay-to-play kind of base building new Final Fantasy cell phone game. I don't know if it's 15 or whatever number Final Fantasy's on.
Right.
And the devs did something really interesting. They that has really pissed off their community. Speaking of which, because it is you can pay money for like bonus item drops or loot drops, and they accidentally had the drop rate on items off of one boss set to way too high, and you could use an item to like double that amount of drops. So like you literally had the game developers go in and off of players that spent money for these upgrades, just yank away all the stuff they got off of this boss, like stuff they were using and stuff like that. Like their community is pissed off.
Well, I like that. Trolling is funny in those type of environments for sure.
They're just like literally like, dude, like I dropped like $200 and basically got like my money yanked away. Like I want a refund. I'm like, damn.
Wow.
That sucks.
Wow.
Well played, Final Fantasy. You know what? I mean, at least we have plastic to show for our pay to play.
Yeah, no kidding, right? I'm just sitting here navigating our channel, trying to tune in to see some commentary here. But yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no kidding, right? Oh, that button. There we go. So yeah, I think it's totally a. Oh, crazy cat. Oh, let me get it. Bam, crazy cat. Yeah. Oh, real life cat. Meow. Oh, that's a pretty beautiful cat there.
He's a good-looking cat.
Oh God, what is happening?
We're enjoying Chris's cat right now.
Oh,
guys,
God.
the content is not going to be super rich tonight as we wing it here. James is sick as hell, and I've been playing nothing but Infinity, so I'm having a hard time not just ranting and raving about this new game that I love. It's not new technically, it's new to me. And I hope that it's new to other people that want to check it out on the channel and try to learn how to play it and get engaged with it.
Dude, how about you just play some 40K?
I should play some 40K just for the sake of our lovely people that enjoy Warp Charge Gaming for 40K.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're out there. I know, Matt, you love Kill Team, and I need to produce more content around that. Now, granted, this past weekend we did Kill Team tournament, and we did a Warcry tournament, so we did get some new types of videos up. That was nice. What were you going to say, Chris?
Speaking on like GW games that are like not Kill Team or 40K, there's a lot of new releases coming out the gate right now for Necromunda, of all things.
Yep. Glass Half Dead did some coverage on that. I like that channel. Nice guy, Andy. There's some really nice. It's an expensive box, like $270 or something for this box set.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes with some really sweet terrain and it's one interesting thing that Glass Half Dead mentioned is that I guess it's looks to be like a 22 by 30, and that typically wasn't I think it was a 4 by 4 maybe for Necromunda. So it looks like this box set is navigated around kind of a Kill Team-esque size board.
Yep.
Should be pretty transferable between the two. It's great looking new models, great proxies, count as, cultists, things of that nature.
Oh, absolutely. They're super corn-ish, some of the new models coming out. Additionally, for the people that are like OG Chaos, like fluff heads and whatnot, like there's almost kind of like create your own like Chaos Warband sort of like rules and stuff like that are coming out around the bend. Mm-hmm. And I mean, if you're the kind of person that loves to like dive into like, oh well, I've got this war band of like psychopaths that like freaking. I know like one of the games was kind of cool. I was talking with this other guy named Chris of all people, and it's like the Corn like standard out of the box gang. Like they're so bloodthirsty and whatnot that they only let like the children in the gang use ranged weapons because they're like, no, once you're an adult, you get in there and you fight like a man.
I can dig that. A lot of people.
I can 100% get behind that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. A lot of Kill Team players, people that play Necromunda, don't necessarily aren't down with Kill Team because they feel like Necromunda is a superior game.
Yeah, no, there is kind of a divide there. I agree. I think Kill Team is advertised a lot more as like 40K light, where like Necromunda is very much like its own game system and has like been preserved as its own game system.
Yeah, it seems that it's a little bit more campaignish, more narrative,
I agree.
in its style. But it's had some mechanics that took Kill Team a step further, a little bit more realism. Crazy cat! Yeah. So, interesting.
What is going on?
What is going on, James?
Am I seeing this right? Where like cats just pop up on the screen for no reason?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, after the big image goes away, Chris is holding a cat. It's completely different looking. Like I just don't understand. Like I understand I'm sick, but my brain is not working to full capacity.
James is lagging.
It's that movie magic, buddy.
Dude, no, it's not movie magic. It's fucking weird. Blow my mind.
My buddy Matt's just started Necromunda campaign. Says fun stuff. Also Blood Bowl player. Also Kill Team player.
So that's actually kind of going back to the whole. I mean, I know we're like bouncing around a little bit right now, but like going full circle to like the Shadespire and like where we started and whatnot. Like, I guess these models that are like part of the previous edition of Shadespire are just kind of like that now. Like they're kind of relics. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess you could use them for like Age of Sigmar, right? But like beyond that, like they don't really represent anything in the game at this point, do they?
Are you talking about the original Underworld Shadespire models?
Correct.
Well, the models are still relevant. It's the cards that are obsolete.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that they're basically, because when I first saw like the Beast Grove, I guess, or whatever else they changed it to, I was thinking that they literally made it so you could only play the new armies.
Oh, that'd be fucking asinine if they just like.
Well, that's what I was understanding, and I was like, "Wow, Games Workshop, way to just stab your player base in the back."
Bold move. Yeah, no, you can at least use the models. It's just like, man, as soon as they came out with the restricted and banned card list, before even banning all of the first edition of cards, I was already like, all right, I have nothing I want to play anymore without buying things. And I'm sorry, man, once you spend like $300+ on a game, like you're in it, you should be able to play that damn game competitively, you know what I mean? Like,
dude, I still have a box of Shadespire dwarves that like are just sitting in a corner somewhere, and I'm just like, I never even wanted these guys. I just literally bought them for the cards.
Yep, that now are worth nothing.
George.
Yes.
You literally just described 40K again.
I know, man. I know. I'm supposed to love 40K, and I'm supposed to care, and I'm supposed to play more games of it, but it's getting harder and harder, man, the more I fall in love with other games. Let me tell you.
Wow. George, you know what's really good?
Yeah.
Space Marines and 40K.
Yeah. You know what does get me riled, though? I am excited to play 40K.
What grinds your gears, George?
Well, you know what I'm going to say first is what I'm excited about 40K right now is I'm inspired because I haven't played in a while, and I think that what I'm going to do for maybe even next week, just because got to get some 40K out there, is I'm going to make a challenge to the community that I'm going to seek out. I'm going to say Chaos wants. I'm going to make I want like one of those We Want You type flyers, but I want it to be Chaos Wants You. And I'm going to challenge all the Imperium players. I want to fight Salamanders, Raven Guard, the Imperial fucking Fist, whatever the hell they're called, Iron Fist, whatever. I want them all dead. But
Fister Roboto.
Yeah, I basically want to fight all the new books. And I want to try to destroy them with a bunch of 3d6 charging bloodletters and woofing. I just want to take a bunch of invulns, a bunch of charging shit, and just try to overwhelm them with -3 weaponry and invuln saves.
What are you saying right now?
That all these sticks, I want to see if I can just wreck the new concepts that everybody's like, oh my god,
By
so
making
good.
up your own rules so that you can have bloodletters fucking wolfing?
No. Two different lists.
Oh, because I'm understanding this. I want wolfing with 3 MMOs, and I want bloodletters coming out with 3 to
Yeah, like,
6.
I'd be really out of touch at that point, wouldn't I?
I'm just like, wow, dude.
When's the last time you played Fortnite?
So seriously, it's been a while.
Yeah, I believe it. But me too, though.
I'm probably like 6 weeks, if not more. Yeah,
Man,
it's a lot.
that's probably where I'm sitting too, which is sad.
But I have
I
probably done well over 60 games in less than 30 days of Infinity. So I have fucking slapped some Infinity games down, dude. I played mad games. But
Dude,
Well-
I'm just not playing 40K until I get a Catan.
yeah,
I'm playing 40K.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, understandable.
Just gotta get sent.
Well, it's been a while, but I do want to challenge all these new books with some basically close combat armies, and I just want to use my old tricks of just be like, hell, fucking demons and wolfen still will kill you, and I don't care about your rules, because basically without paying any attention to their shit, I just want to do what I've always known and loved, and I feel like it's still going to do just fine.
That sounds so good.
Still just really surprised we haven't seen more stuff. Like, it felt like around the time that they were chain releasing the new Marines, we were getting a lot more in regards to the Psychic Awakening campaign. And, like, I don't know. It just feels like since, like, I'm scrolling through the Warhammer page right now, and it's like, oh, look, a painting competition for Jane Czar and Drazar. It's like, yo, like, we've seen those models for, like, 4 or 5 months now, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, let's get it together, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I know that I saw, and I think you touched on this last week, George. Maybe it was even before that. I'm not sure. Because did I miss last week or the week before? It was one of the 2 weeks. I wasn't here. But I've seen rumors whispered where, they're saying Chaos Demons Codex 2.0. That would be definitely a huge boost to the game right now, because I mean the 2 big soup factions are constantly Imperium and Chaos because they just have more allied options. And right now there is definitely some like internalized feel badsies for like the community that it's like, oh yeah, these 5 Marine chapters are amazing. And they're all for the Imperium.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. There's all these supplements, like to have like 5 new data card packs and like 5, because we got what is Raven Guard, Ultramarines, White Scars, fucking Salamanders, and Iron Fist or whatever the fuck they are.
Iron Hands and
Iron
Imperial
Hands.
Fists.
Yeah. Now, Imperial Fist. Which one is Chaos out of the Iron?
Iron Warriors.
Iron Warriors. Was they're coming now? They're getting a book, aren't they? I saw they're up and coming.
They're getting done in Psychic Awakening, but as of right now, they've not been a chunk of the releases.
Yeah, they're not out yet, but I think they were on like the community page, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They're the Hazard Stripe ones.
Oh, that was like March 2019.
Oh man, that's like years ago.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know what you've been smoking, dude, but they just show that we are getting a new sorcerer model. And that
yeah, and also the new the Blood Angels model.
Who gives a shit about that, Chris? Are you serious right now?
Sorry.
I don't care about these new Blood Angel stuff coming out. I don't care. No one out there cares.
The only reason I care, if I'm honest, is a very selfish reason.
I know you're Team Edward.
Well, because all the Blood Angels fluff right now relates to like a Tyranid invasion, so I'm like, oh, Blood Angel stuff. Give me my shit.
Hey. Shut it.
Oh man. You know what was in other news? Just we'll jump back to what was pretty cool as far as 40K. Dude, I tuned into Shops Closed. I don't know if anybody else is familiar with them that
Dude,
watches
they're
the
like the
channel.
greatest guys ever doing all the cool stuff.
They're cool dudes,
Their
man.
episode yesterday made me so happy, James. They crushed it with good audio, dude. They had a great video setup. I mean, they've been doing it for years now, but it was really cool to see them up the live show with a great audio setup and a great just camera angle. It sounded much on another level as far as professionalism, and I was really proud of those cats for getting that done. So you guys go check out Shops Closed. Really appreciate them and we've been having our comeuppance together here along the years, and just really proud of them for getting an improved show going on. Were you able to check it out, James? Or
I wish, dude. I've been in a deep dark hole that I crawled out of just for this.
well, man, sound quality was there, dude. They had live mics. I was loving it. It was great. So that was a big positive. But yeah, they talk a lot about 40K, and it was the big conversation they were having yesterday is just the importance of the deployment step and how to win on turn 2.
Dude,
it's important.
Or if you're going second, I guess, was the conversation. It was pretty cool.
Dude, deployment is huge because it sets off how you're gonna start moving, and movement is how you win games, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say I still am in the school of thought the movement phase is the most important phase of the game.
Well, also too, as far as a new player, the defensive, being able to be defensive versus alpha striking armies is critical. Because I mean, Genestealer Cult or Orcs or Zangors, they can wreck you turn 1 if you don't know how to.
Oh yeah, you don't deploy good, you're not gonna be very happy. You're gonna get some feel. You're gonna write a post on the community page for the local game store that gets like 99 plus responses about everyone's taking a power gamer list.
Yeah.
And
I mean, even Red Corsairs and Lord Discordants and Chitons and all that shit,
Yeah.
Dude, turn 1 charges is for schmoes, dude. It's all about that turn 2. It's when you get your entire army charges turn 2.
That coordinated
Screw
assault.
this whole 1 unit, 2 units charging turn 1. I want them all at the same time where you can't handle it. Where it's 1 in the mouth and 2 in the back. It's blah, 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 blah.
What the fuck?
I'm talking about filling every gaps, dude. You left the gap open, I'm filling it.
Wow. that does sound pretty cool, James. That's pretty cool.
I'm just saying, dude. They keep been talking about what they were talking about, and I don't know. But I'm telling you what I'm talking about. If you're charging, it's all about that turn 2 charge. With all
Not
the
talking
other
about
shit
2
stuff.
units. He's talking about 3+ units. That triple, not the tri-point,
Yeah.
but literally
Especially if you're an assault army, because immediately when you're assault army, it's fuck. I just got 2 units, 3 units in, and this motherfucker's gonna override. He's gonna smash one of my units before I even get to do shit. And that was probably a valuable unit because I got 2 valuable fucking units into their shit. And nah, you need to fill all the holes. So they get to just swing on 1, but you're swinging on all. And you're just ripping and a tearing. And a tearing.
You made me
No
think
room.
about Age of Sigmar, because one of the things that's interesting about that game is that when you multi-charge, you actually set yourself up for trouble, because in that game, you always go back and forth with charges. There is no override. It's simply, who charge goes first, and then it's back and forth, back and forth. So the more you multi-charge, the more you're setting yourself up to actually get hit before you fight. And it can cause a lot of problems. So it's a tricky head game to think ahead of, do I multi-charge? What happens if I do?
wait, in Sigmar, I forget, do chargers even get to go first?
The person whose turn it is, it's not chargers go first. It's whoever's turn it is going to get to activate a unit.
That's
first,
what it is.
and then it's going to go back and forth, back and forth.
Yo, I just saw somebody walk behind you in the feed that was wearing Captain America shield on their back. And I don't know what's going on back there, but you guys are some crazy cats.
That's Battlegrounds for you, buddy. Yeah.
Bro, they're ready for war, dude. Thanos is invading.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. I wonder if I can live take this camera. My buddy Dan set up a a dope board for that Crisis Protocol game that's coming out for.
Oh yeah.
It looks super sick, man. I don't know if I've got enough cable to get over there. It looks really nice though, and it's really fun. You get to like throw the terrain at people and shit and be superheroes, you know.
Nice.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, there's a new game out. There's a lot of hype about it. It's all in the Marvel universe, and you get to be teams of superheroes.
It's like HeroClix got some decent rules. If you're familiar with that game at all.
Yeah.
No, bro, I'm not.
The terrain features on the game are all able to be picked up and hurled at your opponents. You can like pick up dumpsters and street lamps.
Every game that is a factor. You pissed me off enough. You might have a building coming at you.
Okay. You know what? For the sake of entertainment, I'm gonna have to de-headphone to do it. But so, James, you can rant and rave about whatever you want. But I'm gonna try to pick up this camera and show
I'm not ranting and raving. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just saying I'm not gonna be able to hear anything because I'm gonna take my headphones off while I walk over here, and I'm gonna talk. All right, let's see if I can show you. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go for it. I'm going for it. We're walking.
All right, everyone. George is gone.
I pulled the wrong cable.
Oh shit.
Not gone yet. All right.
Oh, dude.
All right, it's back.
Black. It's black.
It's back. You know what? I'm even gonna go full screen with this bitch, dude.
Oh.
We're deleted.
Whoa. What is even happening right
Go.
now? I'm gonna hide you. There we go. All right, we're walking.
We are having some difficulties of the
We're
technical
not
project.
having difficulties. This man's having difficulties. He doesn't know how to control his own life right now.
Okay, I can't hear you or anything, but check out this board.
I know you can't hear us right now. I'm telling you right now.
He can't hear us.
He can't control his own life. That's all in disarray.
Yeah, just did it over like a day. We got like sidewalks and shit.
Oh no, George! Wait,
This is
did
tough
it go
to
black
angle.
still?
This is
No,
just a 2x2. It's actually played on a 3x3. And this is more for the demo setup. Got some of our 3D printed fence lines here. Gonna get those painted up. But yeah, you can just like any of these pieces, you can just pick up and hurl at people. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try. I'm gonna play the bad guys, of course. It's gonna be great. Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. I don't love the camera angle here, but I got it done. Good times.
Oh
Good
man,
times. Walking back.
I
Going
miss
back to the studio
Battlegrounds.
here. Swing. Swing.
What is this
Whoa,
crazy like
I think that was worth it. I don't know. Headphones.
green container thing going on next to the board you had for the
I
Crisis
was thinking
Protocol?
the same thing. Those look like little capsules that could open up and like get.
Yeah, I'm curious. What is that? Like,
What was the question? I didn't catch it all the way.
next to the Crisis Protocol game, it almost looks like you got like one of those quarter vending machines filled with like 25-cent, like like freaking like things you open up.
You know, we got it all here at Battlegrounds, Chris. Those are dice in one of those. I really wanted a claw machine. I still want a claw machine.
Oh man, there needs to be a claw machine. I'd jump $100 into it.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Oh man. The next Snore meeting, I'm gonna bring that comment up.
Dude, all you gotta do is FaceTime me in there, and I'll be like, dude, I'm all for the claw machine.
I mean, come on,
I have
dude.
spent hours in a Walmart clearing out the machines.
Me too, dude. Yeah. Dude, there's a funny story. When I was a young man in a small town in Missouri, there's very little going on.
Joplin?
I had that teenage angst, you know? I had that.
I still get that sometimes.
That built up.
See, just beat off in random shit.
I needed the people of my community to just feel something, you know?
Yeah, it's called sexual harassment, bro.
No.
Gotta fill every hole.
And like, if you don't
Assault
card them ahead
phase.
of time, dude, you're one of those pedos.
Yeah, it was a land full of muggles, and I needed to bring some magic to my life.
Whoa, dude. Is
What?
that what you call children now, muggles?
It's a non-magical people.
Sleep at night?
They lacked wizardry. And so, and what I would do is I went to the Walmart, and I would go to the claw machine with all the animals inside, and I would win me one of these stuffed creatures, And when it would pull out and there'd be like random people walking by, I'd like get super hype, like, yes! And they'd be all like, yay, he won one. And when I get it out, I just rip its head off right there and just drop its corpse to the ground, and I'd put more money in really fast. And I'd just get a pile of fucking corpses of stuffed animals headless. It was so...
Hey.
People's faces when you rip a stuffed animal's head off, when you pull it out of a claw machine, especially when you're like, I was like, feel something.
I could almost get behind that because all I did is I'd bag them all and I'd go home and I'd throw them at my pit bull as it just ripped them all apart.
Oh man!
Obviously, I was beating off while I did that too. But
Wow!
This just got dark.
I got
and
that
awesome.
angst, that teenage angst, man.
Wow!
This show is really degenerate. We need more
It's
preparation. Episode
It
79.
is real.
Woo!
79, 69. George can't count.
It's a saucy episode. Saucy episode. But I really did that. I really did that. I was a young
Sure you
man.
did.
Didn't have cable TV or internet, so we just go to the local claw machine and rip some heads off some stuffed animals. If we had a claw machine here with stuffed animals, I would be playing the shit out of it. Ain't nobody buying no. Matt's all like, wow.
Damn, son.
Obviously, this is real talk. We have a good time. We take fun
Wow.
seriously.
I don't know if the comfort bubble's that big.
We take fun seriously, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't know if you take it seriously or you fucking have mental problems. I'm not sure.
Well, people used to call me weird when I was a child, and I was like, weird just means different, and I'd wear it like a badge of honor. That's right.
Sure.
When the going gets weird, the weird GoPro.
Yeah. Matt needs an adult. There's certainly none here, buddy. Yeah. Never Neverland, never growing up, you know what I mean? Yeah, you only live once, rip some heads off.
Oh, sure.
It's very satisfying. It's quite satisfying.
Get it. Hey, just get it, dude,
Blood for the blood god.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about you? You do you, bro. You do you.
Yeah. Feels good. Feels right.
Hey, just try to live your best life,
Dude, man, I could imagine we could have claw machine streams, dude. I could stream that action. Now it's
I bet.
Now it's like an investment.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Great one.
It would also be
For
funny
sure.
to have a bloopers video of everybody getting pissed off when the claw picks it up and then drops it again. That'd be fun. That'd be enjoyable.
Tell me more about that.
That's those salty tears that we all live for.
Oh,
I remember actually there was at Dragonfire in Lynchburg, Virginia. They had a really cool dice game, kind of like a dice tower setup, and you'd roll a d20. And most of the results, you basically you didn't get very much, or you got some portion of money, but you had to pay $1 to play, and it was you could get 6 rolls for $5. And if you rolled a 19 or 20 on the dice, you actually got one of the store shirts. And there was one day, I kid you not, I must have thrown $15 at this stupid dice game because I was I just want to help the store out, and I want a shirt, and I want to roll some dice while I do it. And I did not get a single 19 or a 20. Actually, though, Scott, the game store owner, was cool. He just ended up giving me a shirt. He was like, dude, I don't care. Just have a shirt.
Sounds a little bit like gambling, but yeah, that's cool though.
Man, there's a fine line. I mean, all we're doing is rolling dice.
Yeah, respect. If we could gamble more legally, I would do that as well.
Yeah, Virginia, get it together.
Yeah. So good talk. We scared Matt. He needs an adult now.
dude, if you guys want to come here, you can gamble in the gas stations.
That's
right.
true. We could go to the gas station in Illinois. That would work.
Yeah, it's usually a pretty sad feeling. If you're gambling at a gas station, I definitely feel
Especially 24
You've
hours.
made all of the right decisions in your life.
It's damn, class it up a little bit. Oh, man.
Man, I just don't want to be around
Get
people.
up, get a tall boy, go back to this machine. It's great.
And that is kind of cool. Can you drink in the gas station?
Yeah.
Well, that kicks it up a little bit.
That's awesome, actually.
Are you serious? I have definitely finished beers in line and then tasted both of them.
That's awesome, actually.
That's a little bit more fancy of an experience. I mean, little
Shut up, cat.
Little pretzels. Oh, I got more freaking cats freaking out.
Bro, if you're in like this northern Midwest area, everyone's drunk. It's better than being in like the South, like middle, because you're on meth then. But here you're wasted.
See, that's where
we do get a lot of that.
I was from that meth capital, so that's why I was ripping heads off, you know. I was, dude. It was like, dude, every time a new building would open up, it was either a bank or a church, and it was all ran by meth heads.
So you were doing meth or you're ripping heads off, or were you doing meth and then ripping off heads?
No, I was ripping heads off to try to make the meth heads like freak out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting Wargaming related story.
No offense to our meth head fans out there. I'm just saying.
You got a vice that makes you normal, do it.
Yeah. All right. Back to it. Anyways. I hope, man. We
lost like 12 people just.
We're a terrible influence to any youngins that watch our show.
Sure. Dude, if I didn't have my camera off, you would think a zombie saying all this fucking dumb.
We're terrible people. We play games sometimes, and hopefully it'll be ones you like one day.
Duh.
Guys.
I just want.
Hey guys, we take fun way too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Or do we not take it seriously enough?
Non-marine stuff.
Dude, you're Marine. How about that?
Yeah, this is GW's fault. If we had more chaos to talk about, or Tyranids, or Gene Stealers,
or anything that was just, I don't know, man. I'm kind of jaded right now with GW. I think that feeling is prevalent.
Yep.
Wow.
Just saw our viewer count drop another one. Yeah, dropping like flies tonight. I'm sure Matt's out there still hanging deep.
Because he's the man.
Yeah, Matt.
Way to go, Matt.
Yeah.
But we'd make him cooler if you put money in that super chat, though.
Oh, come on. Oh, Lord.
Oh, man. Woo. Why haven't you muted me yet, George? Just shut up.
It's all right. We're killing it. This show is like awesome. All right, so.
My brain is like Swiss cheese, but you know what? I think it's also just seasonal, time change, the SADs, and like 40K.
Only been 37 minutes that we've been doing this.
We're killing it. We're killing it.
Bro, we're ready to talk about, and it's only been 37 minutes, and none of it has been worth anything to anyone.
Yo, we're
wow.
Hey.
I crawled out of my hole for this. Thanks, guys.
We have surely got a few laughs out there, you know. And
I appreciate you guys so much.
Check this out. Blam Warcry tokens.
Oh, man.
One's silver, one's gold. I got second place in the tournament this past weekend. It was kind of cool.
Very cool, man.
I would have got first, but James didn't finish my Birdman, so.
That sounds like tactical error.
No, I'm just kidding. It was my fault.
Woo!
Yeah, but I played. It was a lot of fun. Warcry is a good game. It's a very good time.
Oh man! Also on Games Workshop Games, George, that you would have answers to. Didn't they FAQ something recently in Sigmar because there was like 2-up rerollable saves that had somehow gotten introduced or something?
Yeah, the new Bony Boys. I didn't know they FAQ'd the Bony Boys, but I didn't doubt it was coming. I mean, nothing had 2-up rerollables like that. There's a few freak show. I mean, like some of the newer stuff, like the Bony Boys, and then there's a 520-point dwarf model that I forget his name, but he.
Oh, is it that crazy like character that like?
He is ridiculous, dude. He's like nearly unkillable.
Thurn something iron, blah blah blah.
He's Super Saiyan 5.
Yep.
He's really potent, very strong. Like, he nullifies, like, most of the attacks that go against him.
Dude, he's the man, dude. He's a free slayer who fire slays.
Yeah.
He's just slaying fire, man.
He encourages you with this stuff.
Don't let them around your woman, man. Should never be the same.
They're just not very good with power creep sometimes, man. It's like when
No, they're great with it, dude. They're like, hey, we're gonna make this real powerful because we want to sell a lot of it, and then we're gonna FAQ it, but you've already bought a lot of it, and then everything's normal.
yeah, they're definitely. I I really get curious at how malicious they are with that. You know, like where they know what they're doing. Like you should know better, GW. Like, do they know better? And
No.
they always make it seem so innocent. Like, oh, due to your feedback. Like, thank you. Like, yeah, right, you assholes. They're like, timeline. All right, here's where we'll put out the rules where everybody buys everything. Here's that general time period where everybody buys everything. Here's where the bitching begins. Here's where we'll make it all better again.
Hey, I'm gonna say this right now. It's either they're so fine-tuned at what they do that they have it all masterfully planned out perfectly, or they've grown way too big and none of their apartments talk to each other, and this is just the shit that comes out.
I get really curious about that. That's
It's one or the other, dude. There's no way it happens otherwise.
Yeah.
One or the other.
I definitely enjoy thinking about like being the fly on the wall of game designers, and you know, often when I'm trying to understand a game and find it where it's like the tactical choice, I try to.
All right, here comes Infinity, guys. Hold on.
I try to think.
Hold yourself. Here it comes.
You know what? You got it, James. Bam! Take a look at my new army. Yeah! I almost have a 40K worth of army here. Those are all my new models commissioned up by Maria Heyman, our local commission painter here.
Oh yeah, I've seen her work before.
I'm
fucking good stuff.
She just delivered me 13 more models today. So I played 3 games in a row today, training for the Baltimore Brawl. The orange, that was to separate the different combat groups to easily tell who's who. It's for gameplay functionality. They're just snap-on bases, actually for a kill team. But easy to tell one group from another to help me and my opponent differentiate. But yeah, good times, man. It's awesome. I played 3 games in a row today, and tomorrow I leave for Baltimore and play in my first major event on Saturday. So really hoping to do decent. I would love to get in the top half. But man, if I'm solid enough to be dangerous, there's going to be some top players in the world that are going to be there. So we'll see how I can stack up against some of the longtime vets and talent. Is that a crazy cat? Crazy cat!
It is. He gets fed at 10 o'clock, so he's being a little bit of a bastard.
Oh, wow. He's on that timeline.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, man, loving that game. There's more and more people jumping in. Mike got a full-blown army, and he's getting it painted up by Maria, Chris.
That's cool. She did the, what is it, the Zeech Sorcerer on a disc or something you have?
Yeah, she did all my blood letters as well. She's done a lot of good work. I got tons of models by Maria, actually, because she's just very affordable, fast, consistent. It's like a sweet.
Well, it's like local as well, like in the game store.
Yeah, she does great work. As soon as James isn't sick and finishes all his commissions, we'll say, go get some shit painted by James.
Woo!
Because he does amazing stuff. I have this amazing chitin that James painted here. We showed it off a little bit last week just for the funsy of it since we laughed.
Oh, the World Eaters colors one.
Yeah, here, I'll try to show it off here. I'm going to hide you guys with that button. And
oh no, I'm gone.
Bum. James wishes he had a chitin, especially one that he just painted this one up all dope as fuck. Yeah, this is looking sick, man. The base is dope. Skulls all over it. His axe is sick. What's up,
Spherical?
Spherical NA. Yeah, this thing's dope.
Spherical not available.
I need to run this thing.
It's awesome. Smash his faces.
Yeah, I need to smash
Do it.
Has it smashed faces yet? Like, has anyone played with it yet?
It hasn't got any skulls yet, man.
Has not gotten any skulls yet to hit the tabletop. Wow.
Yeah, it's sad.
No.
Yeah, not yet. But yeah, James kicks ass at painting, if you guys didn't know, if you're fresh to the channel, because you should know for sure that he's great. He's the illustrious James Schaff. And he will paint things for you. Just email us at admin@warpchargegaming.com, and we'll set you up with a quote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should be open after this month if I'm not sick.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Because this is now 2 weeks in a row that I've had 2 different sicknesses.
That's terrible.
It's
Oh,
balls.
dude,
He's got it in every hole, man.
bro, every hole been filled. Yeah.
Oh, man. So next month is Adepticon tickets, yeah?
Ooh.
Supposedly, I might go the Chris method. You know, I like the Chris method. It's less worrisome about like, oh my god, I've already just paid all this money. I gotta wait to pay more money. It might just be like, well, Chris method. Fuck
And then
it.
just waltz in and get a ticket.
I really think that's pretty foolproof, man. It's not like they're like literally you're there. They're not turning down money. They're like, okay, money, no money. I'll take the money. I mean, like, I just don't see that not, failing.
It hasn't failed him, and I've seen him do it multiple times.
Yeah. It's like 3 times in a row at this point.
It's like, dude, do I do it? Like, do I go that route? And like, I know the day the tickets drop, I'm probably just gonna buy them just because that's the type of person I am.
Right.
But I really want to go the Chris method. I feel like it's more freeing. It lets your soul live.
They're a good bit louder than me. Yeah, it's probably the buttons that I need to push to fix it.
No, we're just louder than him. He's so insecure about himself.
A good bit, huh? Well, I'll turn us up. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm probably louder now. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely louder now.
Oh, you only think you're louder. I'm way louder.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude, that hurts so bad. You have no idea.
Spherical, I have not got to see your name grace us before on the talk show. Do I know you here in the Richmond area? Where are you from? And what brings you to the show? It's good to have you. Thanks for tuning in. Whoa, that's a camera. Oh my goodness.
Kidding, Chris.
I bet you Spherical is a Infinity player.
Oh,
Dude.
Man. Is this one of your converts, George?
That's so sad.
I hope so.
George, you're almost making me be a hater.
But for those that don't know, on the topic of the quote-unquote Chris method, literally last Nova, for example, I showed up and they counted me as having paid for my entrance fee, even though I hadn't. And they were like, yeah, just here's your convention badge. And like, or last Adepticon, I watched everyone who'd paid for their tickets wait in line for like an hour and a half, and I just showed up and was like, I don't have a ticket. They're like, go in this line instead, and it was done in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a little ridiculous. I mean, I feel like I kind of have been lucky, but simultaneously, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's the best method, bro. You get perks along with not following protocol.
Damn right.
The Spherical had caught us through Kill Team and saw that we were on Twitch.
See, most people catch you through Kill Team, bro, because it's a better game. Stop fooling around with Infinity.
I wouldn't go all that.
You're number 2 in the world, bro. In the world.
Yeah, I didn't really try.
Globally.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't even try. People know that you got the Kill Team bug. If you had it, and you fucking were able to give fucking value to their lives through Kill Team. But now you play Infinity, and no one cares.
Oh my gosh, Crazy Cat, there it is. Let's see. Spherical says the production quality is pretty great. That was the easiest to follow live game I've seen yet. Oh, that's awesome, man. Let me show you. Let's show Spherical the rig here because I enjoy him hanging out with us.
I get Crazy Cat.
Crazy Cat. So here's the rig, Spherical. We're partnered with our local gaming store, Battlegrounds, here in Richmond, Virginia. Is the Wall of Awesome. So we do play 40K and other games, and here's all those models that we could be using. I've been doing nothing but Infinity, but here's that green screen dice tray you were referencing there. This was made by one of our awesome homies that from the Netherlands that watches the channel called Ice Wolf. And Ice Wolf made this for us one day, and James 3D printed it for us. We have a 3D printing company called Tabletop Alchemy, and we'll make things for you as well. But it's all decked out with our logos and shit. It's made to have this GoPro mount. So this is our unique dice tray system. made to fit a chest clock on this bad boy too. Whenever we're going live, put our extra dice over here, and yeah, it superimposes right over onto the channel. Obviously, the camera's not on right now, but otherwise, this is the 40K table, and right now it's loaded with Infinity terrain. And up top there is where we do a top-down mount with camera lights and the rig. So we love it, love what we do. I've been doing it for a couple years. I've been trying to make this a full-time gig, and it has been, but been trying to make a living off of it for 2 years now. Still struggling and trying to pay the bills and doing a lot of crazy odd jobs.
Starving artist.
Yep, but I'll tell you, I don't feel poor or anything, even though I lack funds, because
you're rich in the spirit.
Life is good, man. Playing games and doing what you love is fucking great. So I love life. I just wish I could not stress over just covering the baseline costs of things. But we're not going anywhere. We're going to continue to grow and strive. And we're looking to just do better and better and improve and improve. What I need to do to improve is be more consistent at producing the content that our different types of audience want to see, and that's Kill Team and Warcry and Age of Sigmar and 40K and Infinity.
You throw $5 up in that super chat right now, you pick his next game.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. We want to cater to everyone, and I'm trying to get organized with the schedule. One thing that's difficult with that is having players available when at a consistent level to be able to play in a reasonable time. I have 5 videos stacked right now for Infinity. I'm not putting them up. I'm trying to produce. It was really jarring at first seeing the dice appear out of nowhere, but then I think it's an awesome addition. Oh, nice. Nice. I appreciate that as feedback, Spherical. It makes me feel good to know that it's appreciated and that we're doing something right. But yeah, trying to get organized and get content produced in a more reasonable, consistent fashion. And so you guys can be able to tune in to a regularly scheduled program. It's a work in progress. Even after 2 years, it's still hard to do. Nice. What is that called when you do that, Chris? When you make your tongue do that thing? It's like it's a term. A seashell, something like that.
I don't know, actually.
It's called eating pussy.
Oh my god. Jay, he set the Mike says Kill Team commanders, but 196 point leaders. That's what you want to see, Mike? All right, I challenge you, Mike. You got to come in and play me, man. We're gonna do a 1v1.
Oh, dude, I would actually want to play that.
Let's play 300 point Kill Team and have 200 point leaders. Crazy cat.
196 point Broodlord.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, that's a thing.
I'll do it. Is this a Broodlord?
Hey, Mike can't call that claim and see if it's $5 in the super chat.
Is this a Broodlord, Chris, or is this?
Let's see. I'm on the delay because I'm not watching the chat. The Broodlord is a crazy one that kind of looks like it's got the crazy 3 fingers on each claw hand thing. Yeah, it's like a giant cracked out gene stealer.
That's exactly what he's showing. That's what he's showing.
I got it.
I'll see it on screen. I'm just not seeing it yet.
I found it. Okay, so this guy versus whatever you're gonna bring, Mike. I'm gonna wreck you, son. Nice.
Ooh, you little smacked him with the white glove.
Yeah, I saw that. You'll join me for dinner. Okay, fine. I smack you. Okay, fine. I'll get you, buddy. I'll get you good. Yeah. Kill Team. I enjoy that game.
See, now you're not talking about Infinity. We got more viewers again.
It's true.
See how that works? You see how that works, George?
It went up like 50%.
That's 100%, bro. That is 100%. Look at the math.
It's true.
If it's double, that's 100%.
It's true. I need to play more Kill Team. Hell, Matt will even hit me up. He's gonna be here Saturday and looking to play Kill Team, and I'm gonna be going off to Baltimore to play fucking Infinity.
Are you serious right now, George? Do you hear all these things that are happening?
I am gonna be our own demise. Infinity is gonna ruin our channel.
Bro, I'm just saying, I might be sick, brain not be firing right, but I'm just saying.
Hey, we had one viewer, an awesome person named Antonio, and he said that he did not mind the Infinity talk. He was trying to get into it himself, and but his friends only play Kill Team. And it's, you know, he's trying to convince people to play Infinity instead of Kill Team, you know?
You sound like you're trying to make a cult.
Yeah, that was some intense typing.
Sorry about that. I was just answering the chat.
I'm just making sure that, okay, I was making sure you wrote more than one sentence. Because I was like, that was a lot of typing for that one sentence. All right, cool.
I did a few things.
There we go. Blue Lord Patriarch model. Okay, got it.
Clickety clack.
Got you. What do we got here? Kill Team Academy. Just pretend our game didn't happen and your love of Kill Team will return.
Oh, shots fired.
Love it. Love it. Get him.
Stop the pattern bolt round to the face.
Kill Team Academy. One of the TOs over at SoCal Open. Yeah. Good to have you tuning in, buddy.
Get him.
Yeah, you did get me good.
Get him.
That was a heated game. We were sweating balls, man. Like, we were just playing really fast. That was the first 2 out of 3 round of the event. And I think most of us in Kill Team aren't accustomed to playing the best 2 out of 3. It was my first time ever trying to do a best 2 out of 3. We both had hordes. I was running demons, and he was running nearly 20 models with orcs. And man, it was like a very crunchy, lot of action game. And here we are. We had 3 hours to play a best 2 out of 3. And we were like on turn 3 of 4 when they told us there was like an hour left. And I was like, what? Oh my God, how are we ever gonna even accomplish this? So we ended up like speed playing the second round. I was just like, dude, I'm gonna see what happens in the first like 1 turn, and if I can't make anything significant happen, you win. And he took it home. But great player, great guy. Good, it was good to play you, buddy. Yeah, if I forget that, maybe I'll love it again. No, I'm kidding. I still love Kill Team, it's fine. I just honestly am just hooked and addicted to Infinity. And it's just hard to...
Wait, what's Infinity?
They say it's like ecstasy, Chris. You know, it kind of... It dulls the senses.
It makes you feel things.
Yes, it dulls. Hey. Everything else becomes dull in comparison.
I love feeling things.
Knowledge. You can have a DMT vaporizer pen now, and I want one real bad.
Yeah.
And if you're telling me Infinity is like that, I might dabble.
That seems reasonable. Yeah, I think it is kind of like that. Here, I might be able to find an image that relates to that. You ever seen DMT, the spirit molecule?
Yeah, the toad.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is pretty much Infinity.
Oh,
shut up, Ken.
Toad. The God molecule, bro. Talk about Mike Tyson about it. That's all I'm saying. Let's talk to Mike Tyson about it.
Oh, here we go. I think this is Alex Gray, one of his paintings. But yeah, that image there is pretty much Infinity.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And no, I'm not gonna. I almost went too far and pulled up a picture of a turd to show Kill Team. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh wow, George.
I'm just kidding.
We're supposed to be promoting Kill Team, George, not shitting on it.
I'm just kidding. What's he saying here? Would Kill Team 40K be better with Infinity rules in your opinion? Now that is a question I enjoy. There are several rules that are Infinity that I think would make other games like 40K and Kill Team more interesting. Particularly,
George wants to stab people in the back.
There's hidden information in Infinity, and I think that element of the game is really fun. Particularly not knowing what your enemy's list is about until it hits the table.
Hey, Chris. George is one of those guys who like mysterious objectives.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey. I like having to adapt to the circumstance. I think 40K could use a little bit more adaptability. Silhouettes, great call, Mike. That is one fantastic element that would make Kill Team and 40K.
You mean blip markers?
No, the silhouettes are the profile of the model. And it really
that's right.
can eliminate arguments. Here, I got a whole stack of them right here. So here's like these little silhouette profiles. And so when you have like here's a model that would be like a more circular, like a 40 mil base, that's a lower profile, so that you can never like model for advantage or your disadvantage. You can always like model your model in like an epic pose and a cool action position. The spindly bits on Tyranids and stuff would never like cause you at a disadvantage or at an advantage. Like here's a normal troop, it's a silhouette 2. So when something's like hiding around something like that, and you're like, you can barely see this little piece sticking out. Well, when you put the silhouette up to it, now you can always tell for sure if you can see 3/4 of the model. It even has like markers on it to, if this below this line is covered, then 1/4 of the model is not available to be seen, and thus you can't. It has the benefit of cover. So silhouettes are a great thing that would be in addition to other tabletop miniature war games. I like the hidden information, like not knowing who your enemy's leader is. It's that one extra step of having to know thy enemy. Is if you didn't know who in someone's on the table there, which one is their leader, then you wouldn't know who the right guy is to kill, and you'd have to know the options of that army of what could be the leader in order to be able to kind of do that process of elimination to attack the right model. And I think that would be a lot of fun. I think the D20 system in itself is a better system than the D6 system. It's a lot more variability, and you can really show a lot more of a difference between different models. How are those silhouettes different than the War Machine cylinders? They're probably exactly the same. I've never looked into War Machine, but it's probably a very similar mechanic. And it's a good one. It really helps eliminate argument, and it feels good whenever there's no question. You know, especially when we're trying to play games competitively, and I really think games like 40K and Sigmar, it's being forced by the community to be a competitive game more so than actually being one. There's certainly elements to being competitive, but you know, to me, that means balance. You know, we started the show off talking about the pay-to-play games, like the games on your phone and iOS games and whatnot, where you can tell that it's free to get to download, but there's a pay-to-play element. And that, you know, takes away from the quality of the game. With such prominent hidden information like that, how do you prevent meta stuff like scouting information in a tournament, or is that not much of an issue as it is in Magic the Gathering? So with such prominent hidden information like that, how do you prevent meta stuff like scouting information? I mean, it's totally a thing where, like, you know, you could be trying to peruse the tables and gather intel, or like your buddy could have played somebody and you could be like, hey, who was his leader, kind of thing. And you could kind of cheat the system a little bit, but that's, you know, that's just the game, I guess, you know. And
don't be that guy, because that guy...
Definitely be that guy. Everyone wants that guy in Infinity because they want to kill that game.
Honor and integrity.
Guy.
Honor and integrity.
Nah, Infinity community pollute it.
No, it's great. It's great. Well,
I will say, and this is a discussion we've touched on before, like people have mentioned like Magic the Gathering a few times. It seems like everyone I talk to in the Magic community thinks it's like one of the most toxic gaming communities I've ever seen. Like, I'm sure that there's some isolated, like, and maybe that shots fired, but like, I just literally have been told almost verbatim the same quote, like, I feel bad for my friends that are still playing Magic the Gathering because they're going to realize 10 years from now they're still playing this game and they don't even like playing it.
Yo, the worst thing that I hate about that, that is a common thing that I've heard, is that like Magic players don't enjoy actually playing the game. And what bums me out, dude, is what I've seen a lot is that like people that come from that game system and come over to tabletop, when they play in events like tournaments, you know, they will if they don't like win their first round, or they get like, you know, totally stomped.
They scoop.
They just scoop and go. And
like even I've seen, and this is something that's called field bads. This is called field bads locally at one of the game stores. But like even like people that own, like we've had people that are like game store employees that are participating in tournaments. Like they'll get to like the top 8 players, and then none of them will play their games. They'll just split the prize support for like the top 8.
That is,
and like it's like it's like you're all losers. None of you played your games. Like
right.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
That is a common equation. And yeah, that's where like the love of the game and the experience between facing off against an opponent is something in and of itself, and the culture of like dropping out early or like fuck it, I can't win, so there's no point in playing. I hate that.
And I mean, I think there are legitimate scenarios to do that in. Like, I'm not saying that there's never a decent reason to drop out because you could have more fun doing something else. But like, it seems just much more pervasive in that kind of gaming culture.
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm not going to indulge it in 40K. I mean, if those are the kinds of opponents I've showed to my tables, like, if they feel hurt that I feel that way about them, good.
Sure. The Kill Team Academy said, if you change your leader every game, he liked the idea of a hidden leader, but if you changed it every game, that'd be a way to avoid the scouting. Another cool thing that Kill Team does do, I love the command roster aspect of Kill Team. Infinity, you bring 2 lists to the table. I think War Machine, there's other games like that as well. And I'm thinking about doing a 40K tournament that implements these Infinity concepts into 40K, where you can bring 2 lists and you don't know which list your opponent's going to bring until you hit the table. What, Ben? You know what you do when you can't win? I'm trying to see what Mike's saying here. I don't know what you do, and that's what the fuck? I can't understand you guys. I don't know what BDE is, but now I'm scared to ask. Is
That's some big dick energy.
Yeah, it's just just popped. Oh God, power play. All right, so episode 79. I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys at home did as well. Mike, it was good to have you. Kill Team Academy, great to have you tune in, buddy. Spherical, thanks for joining us, man, and I promise we'll get some more Kill Team content out there shortly. Last weekend we had got 2 rounds up from the tournament. You can definitely go check those out. Me and Mike played the trolliest. I felt really bad, guys, because I guess kind of bad, because there's been no Kill Team content for a long while. And then me and Mike played the first round of the tournament. We played the trolliest list that had no real value to any true Kill Team player. They're like, what the fuck is this? Like he played like a 5 model list, and I played like a 4 model list of no guns. Like it was just like slap fest. It was just dumb. It was not a competitive, interesting game to watch probably. We had fun. But I felt like I was trolling our audience there by not playing a true blue game. Sorry about that. We're going to get some real content up shortly. Spherical, nice to meet you. Glad to have you. Who else? We had my buddy Matt Hull. Good to have you as well, as always, man. Sorry I'm missing a game with you this week. I'm glad you're coming to town. And yeah, exactly. Yes. Yes, every time I tried to kill Mike in Kill Team this week, I was rolling 6s on the animation protocol.
Drop the coin.
Making a lot of noise?
Drop them.
Yeah, I'm fondling coins. My bad. Your comments about match plays and prize splitting, etc. were totally accurate, by the way. Yeah. Well, we are here in a very large game store and get to see a lot of it firsthand, but I do enjoy Magic players coming over to the tabletop. I just wish they would drop some of their bad habits that come from that toxic scene. Yep. I've been seeing that. Kill Team's mentioned there's a lot of talk about working out these, working out new missions. You know, I think with GW games it's very prevalent that we have to take things into our own hands as far as making the scene what we want it to be and trying to balance it out as best we can, because Lord knows GW is doing just a okay job at that. Nice. Spherical says that's him. He's jumping over from the Magic into the tabletop. Well, I wish you luck.
Do it.
It's a good place to be. Have your models last a lifetime and not just be a flavor of the month. Also you get to be creative and be your own person and not just be like a internet chaser. I feel like every time with Magic, it's crazy how like the people just like the decks are kind of predestined. Like once the cards come out, there's such a large community that they're like the best combos are like immediately kind of discovered, and it's like, are you going to play this combos or these combos? There's very lacking of originality in that game to what I've seen. And besides,
I've still got to sell all my Magic cards.
Unless you're playing like Commander or something, that seems to be a little bit cooler format when it comes to flavor. Strict promotes that kind of behavior. Yeah. What type of mission? Warcry type of missions for Kill Team? Maybe. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There was one interesting question, George, that I wanted to ask before we moved on, because you mentioned liking a question that you got about Infinity. Flipping that question, are there any rules that you can see immediately out of Kill Team or 40K that you are kind of remiss that are not a part of Infinity?
Ooh. Not really.
Damn.
Yeah, it just kind of has it all, and it's better in every way. Yeah.
Wow. We lost all of our viewers. They just dropped so fast.
There is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, it's my fault.
Damn. I can't think of a single thing.
Kill Team Academy had a good one. Kill Team Academy had a good one.
No, the lore is not doing it, man. Infinity lore rocks, and I've been more intrigued by that than I ever have about the 40K universe. Nope. Now, it's all perspective, you know. It's all perspective, but man. It fucking rules. Yeah, nope. It's good. It's a great-ass game, and everything else can be better if they incorporated things from it instead of the other way around.
It's so bad.
Yeah, yeah. Nope, can't. With that, adieu.
This is why I shouldn't be allowed to ask questions.
I swear, people, don't leave us. We're gonna play some Kill Team, some 40K, some Sigmar, some Warcry. There will be more games. I'm gonna play the trolliest list that obviously don't pay any attention to the meta, but I promise there will be some games. And I'm gonna try to invite people to play the shit that's new and hot, so you guys can see it in action, and I can try to beat it with my trolly stuff.
You're gonna see it in action for 2 turns while you just get demolished.
That would be okay. At least then I might get usually like getting beat makes me like anxious to try to overcome those obstacles. So I learned through defeat. I hope you guys enjoyed the Freaky Cat. But yeah, happy days. We guys will talk to you next week about some more Infinity.
Oh my god.
And some other games. You guys keep taking fun seriously. We really appreciate you tuning in to episode 79. Episode 80 next week. Much more to come. Big love. You guys, we'll catch you later.
Keep taking fun seriously.
Keep taking fun seriously. Catch you next time.